said in your book that your dad had that Vidmar's don't give up, but was that internal, that you just always had that, or is that something that you learned and modeled?
I think it was a combination. If I look back, I noticed that when I was in elementary school, they had a board in the cafeteria, and it was the school record board. You know, the 50-yard dash, the 25-yard dash, the pull-ups, the pole climb. They had a big pole there that people climbed, and you know, they had all the records out there. And my goal was to get on that board, and I had this insatiable desire to get on that board. And I finally got on for, I don't know what it was, pull-ups or something, and I was thrilled. And this is before I even became a gymnast. I had this desire to kind of make good at something and to reach, you know, some sort of recognizable level. So I was a bit competitive, I think, looking back at that. And then I fell in love with gymnastics. And when I got involved in gymnastics, I kind of was able to channel that desire, that passion, into a sport that I really had fallen in love with. And I had a great coach who was an Olympian, who'd been there, done that, and I kind of had everything fall into place for me. But I think deep down inside, when I was young, I had this desire to excel. Now, I had examples around me too. I had a father who had suffered through polio and has been somewhat handicapped ever since, and always had a positive attitude and just never gave up, and never had to tell us children that we don't quit. He just lived it. He never just looked at us and said, "Don't quit. You know, this is the family model. We don't quit." No, he just lived that. He was able to support his family and have a career and deal with these physical setbacks that came about frequently. And yet we saw that example, and I had to go home every day to that guy. And so I couldn't complain in the gym about these brutal workouts that my coach would give me when I had to go home to him, because he never complained about anything. And so his quiet example, I think, helped me to become an Olympic champion.
Go to sportsmentaltoughness.com to get your free video training and guided visualization MP3 on how to perform under pressure. I'm Craig Sigl, the Mental Toughness Trainer.